Hey there, Andrew here. I love to be entertained, but I have no patience, so I give every new show I watch only one episode to hook me. Welcome to Debut Review. Fallout. I've played Fallout for about an hour, and then I stopped playing Fallout because I didn't like playing Fallout. Now, to be fair, Fallout is an older game now, and when I played it, I didn't play it back in 96, 97, whenever it came out. No, I played it at least like 15 years later, and, Fallout has well earned its place in gaming history. But it's a really difficult game to play today. There's just a lot of archaic inconveniences you have to put up with. It's just, oh man. Yeah. If I had played it roundabouts when it came out, I'd probably be, if I had never played Super Mario 64 and just went back to it right now and tried to play it, it'd be like, oh man, I just cannot. This is just a pain in the butt. But, back in 1996, it was the bee's knees, which is a weird expression. I had the same problem with Baldur's Gate, which came out around about the same time, I think the year after. I did not play Baldur's Gate back in 97, 98, whenever the hell it came out. I played it 15 some years later, and I was like, oh my god, I can't deal with things like walking to the edge of the screen and then having to physically drag the view over so I can keep walking, Just old stuff. Doesn't make the games bad, just makes them old. All that to say, whatever they do in this show probably isn't going to, will not trigger my nostalgia, nor will it anger me, right? Because if they do something different in the show, as they did in any of the games, I'm not going to notice. So the show's going to have to stand on its own merits with me. Fallout, or as it says, Amazon original Fallout, based on one of the greatest video game series of all time. Fallout is the story of haves and have-nots in a world in which there's almost nothing left to... Okay, the story of have and have-nots in a world in which there's almost nothing left to have. 200 years after the apocalypse, a peaceful denizen from a cozy fallout shelter is forced to return to the surface and is shocked to discover the wasteland waiting for her. Yeah, that sounds like the setup of Fallout. Your apocalypse happened, you bunker down in a bunker, a couple generations go by, and they send your ass out to go take a look around. And there are giant scorpions which kill you. I might have gone the wrong way when I played Fallout. Nudity and sexual content? Really? Why? In Fallout? What the hell do I know? I don't play these games. I do on the social medias, which are a great way to keep your finger on the pulse of social media. Not culture, not society, not even the zeitgeist, just social media. But there seems to be a lot of discussion about how movies today are so sexless. You've got a lot of really hot people starring in your movies, but they have no sex drive, no libido. There's no horny there. They're hot, but they don't do anything with it. Which is just the way I like it, because I'm a boring prude. So, considering Fallout here has nudity and sexual content in it, I might not like it. It may make me uncomfortable. I may have to squeeze my eyes shut and go, ew, they're doing the kissy stuff. Yeah, I've been doing this since I was like, 10 years old. Never grow up. Just stay an adolescent forever and then die. That got dark. All right. Showtime. An hour and 15 minutes? Golly. Had I known this was going to... This first episode... This is not a movie. This is a series. How long are these episodes? 66 minutes. 57. 49. They're getting shorter. 46. 61. 62. And episode 8 is 63. So... Whew. Oh, man. I did not know the first episode was 75 minutes. Had I known that, I would have eaten dinner before this. So, what did I think? I thought it was boring. It's not bad. I could cite some things that I don't think it does so well. But, I mean, the production design is cute. Some of it, I mean, the vault stuff looks pretty cool. The outdoor stuff is, with a couple exceptions, just... It's boring and lifeless and flat. Costuming and gadgetry. Again, most of the vault stuff looks really nice. The performances are solid. This is one of those that I what do I talk about? I was just kind of bored the entire time, and I don't want to talk. I just want to eat dinner. I don't want to talk about this. It's weird. The way this first episode is constructed is weird. It starts out with like acts in a play, and each act has its own title card. The intro starts with a title card called "The End," which I thought was cute. That's funny. That's cool. Title card. The first thing you see, title card, "The End," and we get the intro where everything blows up. Cool, like that. We're introduced to, is it Walter Goggins or something? Guy and his kid who's instantly empathetic character. Want to know more about him, but it's a quick intro thing, so we'll get to see more of him later. He turns it. I've seen trailers, so I know he's a ghoul. Is the little girl going to be a ghoul? That'd be cool. Ghoul children are great. And then, so after the intro, we get new title card, Lucy. And she's our titular vault dweller. And we have... and then the next title card is Maximus, a Brotherhood of Steel dude. And then we get a title card for the Ghoul, where it's not Walter, it's something like... I don't think it's Walter. This is going to bug me. Cast. Waltin, maybe? Is there a cast list? No, you're going to have to watch me surf around Amazon to try and figure out this dude's name. It Michael Emerson, Michael Rappaport, Dale Dickey. Amazon, what are you doing? This isn't even the right show. What are you giving me the credits to? I have no idea what Amazon thinks it's giving me the credits to, but it's not that show. Walton Goggins. Okay, Walton Goggins. Not Walt. I was pretty sure it wasn't Walter. Anyway, Walton Goggins. Awesome in everything he does, and awesome in this. Let's see. What are we talking? Oh, so the structure. So we have the intro. We have the gal in the vault. Brotherhood of Steel guy. The ghoul. Credits. Cool setup. So we have our intro. Title card. Intro. Title card. Vault stuff. So we have our gal in the vault. She's raised in the vault, and vault life is all she knows. And and she's gonna get married to a person from another vault, because pretty much everyone in the vaults are related. So they have tunnels connecting the different vaults, so they swap people every now and then so they're not inbreeding as much. And then they get attacked by raiders, and her dad gets kidnapped. So she's going to, oh my gosh, because they think in the next generation the radiation levels will be down far enough that we can venture out into the world and repopulate. Yay! Oh my gosh, there's raiders and they stole Daddy, and there's people on the outside. We can go outside. Holy biscuits and gravy! So a bunch of people, big action scene, bunch of people are dying. I'm gonna steel my nerves and venture out, and the vault opens, and blinding white light, and should I stay home? Should I go? Should I stay or should I go? It goes out into the great beyond to see what's out there, and we, the audience, get our first glimpse of what's outside the walls of the vault. Except we don't, because halfway through the vault sequence, they just cut to the Brotherhood of Steel sequence with title card. So kind of lessens the impact, because we already been outside. We already know there's people outside, and they've got big flying machines. They got big, like, Terminator hunter killers, big drop ships and mech suits. They seem to be doing okay. And at this point, they just drop the title card conceit and just kind of cut back and forth willy-nilly until you get to the last sequence of the film with the ghoul, which doesn't have a title card until halfway through the sequence. Then it just stops the sequence cold to go, the ghoul, and then goes back to the sequence in progress. Weird choice. Also, I kind of lied about the whole, oh my gosh, we found out that there's people outside. No, they apparently already knew that, because they're like, raiders. Oh, you knew about that, did you? This is a thing that happens on the reg, or at least often enough to know who the hell these people are? It's kind of... I might have missed something, but it seems to go against the whole idea, in another generation, we'll be able to go outside. Apparently you already know that people from the outside are coming on in and taking your stuff. Huh. The Brotherhood of Steel stuff is really boring. They don't give enough information for me to really care about anyone there. I mean, our lead actors have enough charisma to carry scenes, which is great, but I have enough sense of what the vault life is, right? I don't have much idea what the hell the Brotherhood of Steel is all about, because, the vault, self-contained, that's pretty easy to grok. Brotherhood of Steel is obviously out in the world, and there's also something called the Enclave. What is that? Well, if you played the games, you know, but if you haven't, then you're like, I guess we'll find out in later episodes. But doesn't mean anything to me yet. The mechs are cool. What are they for? What do they do? There's this interrogation scene where the mech is standing behind a guy all menacing like, and it's appropriately menacing. But then it just kind of paces back and forth and becomes, well, just kind of annoying. It goes from menacing to annoying. It's like, hold still, you stupid mech. Jeez. It's a big mech. I bet it could crush the guy's head like a grape, but we've never seen him do anything, so it's not quite as threatening as I think it's supposed to be. Actors selling it. Kudos to the actors. The music is, that thing, where we will have an action scene, but shoot it in slow motion and juxtapose it with a ironically anachronistic and jaunty tune. So if you were like following, I don't know, a slasher like Jason Voorhees, just stabbing people in the chest left and right, and the scene was shot in slow motion and was put into a crooner like I Left My Heart in San Francisco. Or someone just suffered a horrible breakup and their dog got run over and they stubbed their toe and it's raining and they're crying and life is miserable and I can't find my car keys and they're walking in slow motion and Blue Skies is playing on the soundtrack. That can be a very effective thing. It has a lot of utility. It can be funny. Used right, it can enhance the horror. Particularly if done from the perspective, if the scene is the perspective of the aggressor, it puts it in a mindset of, or it can put it in a mindset of, the violence being visited upon the victims to the perpetrator is just mundane, average, ordinary, or even fun. So it's a cool tool that can be used to a great many different effects. But I say it loses its effectiveness if the entire show's soundtrack is nothing but that. And I'm exaggerating only a little. Oh my god, there's so much of that throughout this episode. It's a bit much. Yeah, I don't like it. I was bored. I don't like it. It's not for me. It's not bad. It's not incompetently done. A lot of odd choices from my perspective, but, your mileage may vary on this one. It does have Walton Goggins in it, though. So, am I going to watch episode 2? No, probably not. But, I would say that this television show is a completely 100% faithful and accurate adaptation of the source material, because like the original game, I bounced right off it after about an hour and a half.